Right there. Sometimes it doesn't mind having a little chin scratch. Do ya? Clean you up.
So the other day, Vicky and Abigail and Princess Fiona moved on to Phillip Island Nature Park. So they're done with their medical treatments here, and they've moved on to live there for a little while until their habitat is ready for them to come back to it. Vicky, we met in Mallacoota, and she was one of the first koalas to come into the community center there, and so we first met her there. Leanne and I both took a shine to her right away. She was a really sweet koala, but she had quite extensive burns, mostly to her hind feet. And we were always a bit concerned for her from the beginning. She was a bit of a quiet kind of girl, and we were worried that she had some sort of underlying medical conditions that maybe was part of the issue. But actually, we found out later that she was actually just a very sweet koala, and that was part of her nature. She's quite a small koala. And so there are definitely times, and with all of the koalas, we were worried always about their nutrition and that they're eating well. As we all know, they can be quite picky eaters, and there were definitely times where she was a bit of a picky eater, and we were trying to offer her everything, and were able to find her favorites on one day, and then the next day something else was her favorite. So just making sure that she was eating throughout the process and that keeping her weight up was just as important as those burns healing, so that she could continue to use all that energy from the food to heal and to keep strong. Because she did have room to climb while she was here with us, and there were definitely times for her to move around, but she'll have much bigger space there, much bigger trees, and a lot more area to move around. And I think it'll be up to her to kind of move around to find her food and to find her footing and to kind of get along there. So it'll just be about keeping that, allowing us to make sure that she's continuing to thrive and continuing to gain weight and managing okay kind of on her own before she has to be completely on her own, that she's able to still use those hands and feet as she was hopefully before the fires. As much as we're always attached to all the animals that are here, the best thing we can see is for them to run away from us and climb back up a tree and kind of be back on their own and know that they don't miss us, they don't need us, and that they can do whatever they need to do on their own, which would be great. I hope she finds a nice big tree.